Howdy, it's Uncle Paul, and I'm having to bring my cane to work. Okay, so I've had my tent hanging up here to dry, but it keeps raining. We're getting so much rain that it hasn't dried out fully yet, so I'm not sure how long it's going to have to hang there. But so I appreciate all the comments about my issues with the fly. Some of you suggested replacing the fly, getting a new one. I've tried a little, some to looking around, haven't found one yet. And many of you suggested spraying something on it, to make it water repellent again and water resistant. So, but the zippers broke on it, and I'm having trouble with the zippers on the main part of the tent, the body of the tent as well, when I was taking it down. So I know George told me, good old George, he said that you could send them to Big Agnes and they will fix the zippers. I don't know how long that would take. I didn't want to risk it getting in the way of my AT trip. So I decided to go ahead and get another tent. So I've ordered another tent, and I still am going to get these cleaned up, send them in to Big Agnes, fix the zippers, because then it'll be, and I'll spray it down, and then it'll be a good tent again, and I'll have it, I'll have it as a second tent. Can't ever have too much camping equipment. So let me show you what new tent that I got. So what tent did I get? The Big Agnes. That's not a surprise, I'm sure. Big Agnes Copper Spur HV UL2. This is an olive one, so it's a different color. And I wanted a freestanding tent, and I got this $100 off from REI. So money wise, and still, and yes, my comfort level, it is going to be heavier than like a Z-Pax or a similar type tent, which I may someday be able to, I'll want to spring for maybe, but right now I still feel like I'm kind of in the realm, in experience wise, comfort wise, I'm still here right now. So, and I haven't set it up or anything yet. It's still in the bag. So I look forward, once I get enough of a nice day when I'm not working. So maybe this weekend I'll be able to set this up. That'll be fun. I've tried this a couple of times, and I just give way too many details in trying to explain. I think the title of this video is going to be, is my AT hike this summer in jeopardy, and so I've explained this, but I add too many details, so I want to try again and just keep it shorter. Okay, there are 3 reasons why my trip could be in jeopardy, and let me begin by saying that right now I have just pushed it back by 2 weeks. Instead of starting sometime after my niece's wedding, June 19th, I'm not going to head that direction until after July 4th, okay? I've already talked to my 2 main trail angels and friends up in that area, and the dates look good, and I'm going to change up where I'm going to hike and everything. All that looks good so far. Now, so there's 3 things that might put it in jeopardy. 2 are kind of always things that could make my thru hikes in jeopardy. And then there's one that's kind of surprised me that it could get in the way. Okay, the first one is why I'm carrying the cane. An injury can always put something like that in jeopardy. Well, I was doing stairs, I hurt my knee, my calf is still giving me problems, really hurting at times. It's just injured. I've got to be careful with it, icing it down, stretching it. That's what I've been doing. So if I'm I pushed it back mainly to have 2 weeks to help that heal. That's number 1. Number 2 is money. I'm okay on money. I have an emergency savings and I have other savings, but there's a point where I'm not going to dip into my emergency savings. Now, if gas prices keep going up and other things keep going up, it may get to be too expensive. Unless the bottom falls out, that shouldn't be something that gets in the way, but it's still a possibility, is the money. Now, number 3, I'm doing so good. So number 3, that is the one that's really kind of a surprise because, I'm a full-time floating sub, and at the same school where I'm working that I love, there's supposed to be a job opening that I qualify for, and I really have a good chance of getting that job. But the person that's in that job has not officially resigned yet, and that person is waiting, I'm sure, to make sure they have another job lined up before they quit the current job. So I thought that would have all already happened by now, and that I would have applied for this job and known one way or the other by now whether I would have it. But I can't go anywhere until this job comes open, and I have to be around to apply for it. I have to give all my information to them, but I have to be here for a face-to-face interview. Now, she can hold on to this job all summer long. If she doesn't get another job till right before next school year, which is a possibility, then I'm stuck here. So I can't be that far away. So that's the third one. That's the one I'm most concerned about. Those are the 3 things that might make this trip in jeopardy. I really don't expect any of them to be a problem. Right now, my main concern is this leg, getting it healed up, being able to get my backpack back on again and get out on some real trails to get more conditioning. So, good Sunday morning, everybody. Oh, well, about that job, it won't be a sub job. It is a permanent job, and it may not make much more than a sub, but the good thing about it is that it has benefits. The main one being health care insurance. Now, I've had some kind of health care now. It's not health care insurance. It's health care, and it's not ideal, but this will have 100% health care insurance. So I can't pass it up. So anyway, okay, let's go get on the scale. Okay, last week I weighed 304.4 pounds, and this week I weigh 304.2, giving me a 0.2 pound loss on the week. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a very safe Memorial Day tomorrow. I'm thankful for those who've sacrificed their lives so I can plan trips to go hiking several states away, on a trail and everything. So I'm thankful that I have those opportunities. Guys, thanks again. Please like, comment, subscribe, and Lord willing, I'll see you next week.